Hello there, Mike with Mana Bluff, and we are yet again doing a Theros draft. Super fun. Make sure that's gone. What do we got? The best card I see here. I've got a Keepsake Gorgon. I'm gonna pick it right now, but we can go through the kind of other things, annoying thing, kind of get away. There we go. Swan Song meh. The Flamecast Wheel, I've seen it do some work, but I'm not going to pick it up here. Chronicler of Heroes, I don't want to jump into green-white right now, but it's fine if you can get counters, and it's a 3/3 for 3. Plains, serviceable. Traveler's Amulet, if I want an amulet. Once again, not picking it here. Wave Crash Titan, I'll pick it. I picked it. Tap things down. Cool. In the format about tempo, that's what it does. Sip of the Hemlock, removal spell. Yay, return phalanx. I mean, actually, the unfortunate thing is that the best cards, kind of debatable, are the black ones here, the return phalanx, Sip of the Hemlock, but also Ill-Tempered Cyclops is probably the second best card. It's pretty close between those, but Keepsake Gorgon definitely. And into pack 2, where I get Sea God's Revenge. Yeah, that's. I think that's where this is a good place, good enough place to pick it. Ordeals are awesome, so someone picked the rare. The ordeals are super awesome, but I think that this is just gonna be a little bit better than that. Plus, what? No blue, no other blue in here, so I can start cutting blue if I wanted to. I mean, granted, the ordeal, I can put someone into green. That's more than fine with me. Actually, I mean, if I start picking green here, I get things like, the Nessian Asps, all that other fun stuff there, the Farika's Menders. You do get like Nessian Courses. I am like overlooking things like Rage, which is fine. I'll pick it up later though. But Sea God's Revenge, I think, is just better than the Ordeal. So I'm going to pick it up here. May have been somewhat a little earlier. Oof. And into nothing exciting, particularly exciting. There's Voyaging Satyr, which is awesome. It ramps me into those later things. Baleful Eidolon is good. Sedge Scorpion's also good. I did pass the Ordeal, so if whatever I don't pick up, they're probably picking up Voyaging Satyr, Sedge Scorpion. Maybe, probably not Baleful Eidolon necessarily. It's probably the best card after that. Titan String's okay. Borderland Minotaur's fine. That's fine as well. It's just meh. This is probably slightly better for that deck that wants it. Ugh, tough. Do I want to stay with this black or do I want to like move into my third color? I'll take the Baleful Eidolon there. It's probably better to pick. Oh, and look, in my colors I get a Shipwreck Singer. I think I'm done doing right. Yeah, Shipwreck Singer it is. It's kind of almost solidified me here. I'd love to have the Read the Bones. Probably won't wheel, but I'd take it if it did. I'd love to have it if it did. This will be taken. Maybe that might end up with Unknown Shores, something like that. But Shipwreck Singer is definitely the pick there. And I also get an Omen Speaker. I would love to have an Omen Speaker, but Read the Bones is pretty sweet. I don't have any other 2-drops beside that, and Omen Speaker is a good enough one to have. So I'm going to take it here. I'd love to have a Read the Bones, though. Wow, so blue is open. Blue is definitely open. Prescient Chimera, I'll end up getting them. Triton Fortune Hunter is awesome, but I think the Horizon Scholar is just the kind of thing that I'm going to want. Yeah, I definitely want the Horizon Scholar. I would take this mostly as a 2/2 for 3, but I don't think I'm going to have too many ways to trigger it. As of now, all I've got is Baleful Eidolon. And I guess Sea God's Revenge. But what is Sea God's Revenge? Is it just 3 creatures your opponents control? Yeah. Nothing. Nothing exciting. I don't think it'll be Cutthroat Maneuvers here. March of the Returned, if I ever want one, I'll be able to get one. I love Scholar of Atheros, but I think just blue-black is a little bit better. Plus, I'm not going to move, blue-white. I'm not going to splash that. My black is just that good. I think it's just Bloodful Harpy here. Aqueous Form, not exciting. because I don't think this is kind of the effect that I want to be doing. Sure, it does trigger the Fortune Hunter that I didn't pick up. And here we start getting the unexciting things. I mean, I'll get any of these cards. Someone can have a Vanquish the Foul if they want. Someone can have their Yokebox, their Cetessan, their Wild Celebrant Shirt. I'll kill the Guardians of Meletus that I'm going to be able to pick up. But this thing's not exciting, and I'll get one of those whenever I want. Whereas there's a slightly smaller chance that I won't get the Guardians of Meletus. Oh well, here's my pack. I'll take the Flamecast Wheel here. Sure, I'm not gonna be playing as Stymied Hopes and Lost in the Labyrinth. I'm hoping I'm not going to be playing. See, once again, March of the Returned. Savage Surge, kind of surprised it's there. Dragon Mantle's pretty decent too. Chimera, 4-drop, 5 power. I might play it. I'm hoping not to. Maybe this is a Mnemonic Wall deck. Bouncing my Viper's Kiss, sure. Lost in the Labyrinth, I guess I'm getting it. And an Annul. Cool. Well, let's see what pack 2 has for me. I'll take a THS, I'll take the Black God, I'll take a Whip, I'll take a... Bident is not particularly exciting considering I don't have too many creatures and I feel like I'm probably not going to be attacking quite as much. So we'll know I'll have this for the sideboard. Let's not play Lost in the Labyrinth. Maybe Mnemonic Wall is going to be... maybe it'll be pretty sweet. I mean, I can return a Sea God's Revenge. I'd also like to pick up all of the Griptides. And I'll also take a Burnished Heart. Mistcutter Hydra. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, oh man, some of these, the green's pretty sweet. Triton Tactics. Really somewhat underwhelmed by it. I think just, even though my deck might not be a Vaporkin deck, I just think Vaporkin might be better. Because I'm going to be in the skies anyway, so even a little bit later it might be okay. But I guess maybe I do just pick up Triton Tactics. It's probably going to be okay. Ordeal of Erebos, I'm not excited for. I mean, I do have a lot of flyers, so that's a thing. All of my creatures are flyers, so it might be able to be doing some work. But turn 2, turn 3, it's not going to... I mean, later on, which I think I'm going to be able to be playing it, it's not particularly exciting. Alternatively, I can just pick it up here. So I think really my choices are like Vaporkin, which I don't necessarily know the deck is made for. Ordeal, Triton Tactics. I'm taking the Vaporkin. Triton Tactics might have been a slightly better pick. Oh, cool. I'll take a Prognostic Sphinx. Sure. That's awesome. I would love to have that. So, cool, someone gets a Nemesis, and I guess the black-green player gets the other thing. I might not be in black. I've got all of the flyers, Charlatan, Lash the Whip. Wow, there's a lot of things. I'm just getting gifts. Ordeal of THS is awesome. Into another Vaporkin. Just have blue-black flyers. Or I can take Charlatan. I don't have instant or sorceries right now, so it's not that great. And do I think I'll be getting them? Whereas I know I maybe play a Vaporkin. I'll play Lash the Whip, even though it's not particularly exciting. This Ordeal, same kind of thinking goes into against the black Ordeal. Whereas this, or just for my potentially aggressive start, yeah, I'll take the Vaporkin there. Gainsay, sure, that would have been fine. Sideboard, but I'll take another flyer. And here is when I have some picks. Another 2-drop, not particularly exciting. Wave Crash Titan at 3. Still don't have ways to target it. I gotta start thinking about my 4s. Could take it for the splash. Don't have anything necessarily splash worthy yet, so I'll just take a Baleful Idol on there. High usage, whatever. Oh, cool. I have a 3. But now I have the choice. Do I take a junky 3 or a decent removal spell? By decent, I mean not particularly exciting, but removal spell nonetheless. I think I just have to take the removal spell. And look, oh, I end up getting a bunch of things. I'll take a Pharika's Cure just because it's better. Disciple of Phoenix. I don't even necessarily. Oh wow, there's 2 Cragmaw Warcallers in this draft, just in this pack. I don't even particularly know if this is going to be all that good. I do have a couple permanents. I might be able to get my opponent to discard something. Alternatively, I'm taking a Dark Betrayal. So I guess I take this here. And yeah, not much. I'll take the only blue card. And I don't have any white permanents, so someone else can have it. What am I more worried about someone having? The agent. Plenty of ways to kill it, but so as of right now, I'm probably not. I'm somewhat more aggressive than I thought I was going to be. So let's cut this Fate Foretold. I guess it might have been a good idea to have taken the. My deck is somewhat schizophrenic right now. I have just awesome cards. Scourgemark actually might not be half bad in this deck. Because I do have all of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not going to play it. 7, 8 flyers. Whereas another Lash the Whip. I'll take the Scourgemark. Gainsay against the other blue deck or a Benthic Giant. I'm actually going to take the Gainsay just because I really don't care about the Benthic Giant. My other cards here are so much better. I might be cutting the Mnemonic Wall. I have 1, 2 instants and or source. I guess I also have Pharika's Cure, but that's also not exciting. I could return Gainsay in the mirror match. Fleshman Steed, just all of the 2 drops. Sure. Let's hide this Flamecast Wheel for now. Let's hide that. Prowler's Helm. I'm gonna hide that as well. I'd also like to have some more beefy 3 drops if that's all possible. So once again, somewhat interesting. I have the schizophrenic deck. It wants to be doing two different things. I can once again just take all of the Vaporkins. Triple Vaporkins, just be super aggressive. Which doesn't seem too bad to me. I can eventually get up to 6. Kind of makes me sad I passed upon the ordeals. Sip of the Hemlock would be awesome, but I guess I might even take that as a 4, even though it's not exciting. But I'll take the Vaporkin. Trip Vaporkins. Gonna be hard to deal with for some. Ooh, now it's a choice. Heliod's Emissary would be sweet. Gray Merchant at 5. I do have a bunch of 5s though. I do have a bunch of black spells, so it might be good. Or just Cavern Lampid here to just give my things Intimidate. I don't know if things necessarily sticking around is going to be the best bet in terms of, Gray Merchant. Let's cut the Mnemonic Wall for now. Or Cavern Lampid, just being able to bestow. The bestow is expensive, so something to note. It does fill out my curve a little bit better. Or just another Gray Merchant to finish them off. Oh, this is actually kind of tough. I mean, I think this is just better all around, but the raw power level of this is good. Somewhat torn. Yeah, I mean, you see a Gray Merchant. How do you pass up a Gray Merchant? Oh, Insatiable Harpy, thank you. I'd love this Insatiable Harpy. It's awesome. So, I mean, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better that I did take the Gray Merchant. Might not even play Coastline Chimera. Burnished Heart. Oh, Temple of Deceit. This is actually a perfect card for me. Oh, but there's also a Griptide. Rough. So do I pass up like 2 or 3 tickets for a card I'll actually use? Or do I take the card that's just better in the form of Griptide? I think I do just take Griptide. And Griptide is just going to be better. It is better here. But Temple of Deceit, it is both of my colors. Oh, rough. I'm honestly not sure. I think I just pick the Griptide though, because, like I said, it's just better. Oh, this makes me kind of sad, but I will take 2 Griptides. Do I take 3 grip tides? I don't even know. Okay, so let's hide this Guardians of Miletus. Yeah, so this is the deck that I have. Let's hide Coastline Chimera. I accidentally hit the grip tides. So this is interesting. Return Phalanx is just another awesome 2-drop, and it's going to be on more often than it's not in this deck. I might not even be playing like some of these other things. My mono 2-drops? Is a 4th Griptide just bad? I don't think so. I have the a 4th Griptide just can't be bad. Sip of the Hemlock, sure. Traveler's Amulet. I mean, none of these cards I care about, but I'll take the amulet there. Yeah, sure. I'll take Destructive Revelry away from someone. Someone can't have that Voyaging Satyr. Wow. So I just have my deck is just a lot of things. Take another Mnemonic Wall. Cool. Last breath. Alright, so I'm going to be swinging a bunch. Once again, deck is still a little schizophrenic because it's got things like, Shipwreck Singer, which aren't going to be doing all too much. Then again, it actually might not actually be all that bad. The Pharaoh's Warden, because that taps all the things down. It might not be all too bad, because if I get it down, I can make my opponent's things attack when I clearly want to be the aggressor. What is looking to be cut? Baleful Eidolon. I mean, I'll keep both of those because they'll be able to somewhat shore up the ground game, because my Trip Vaporkins, Bloodful Harpies aren't the best blockers. So I guess I will keep them there. I still have 2 other cards. Wow, that I can add. I'll cut Fleshmad Steed. Okay, so into deck building. See you in a second. Alright, well, here's the deck. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't take those, what is it called? I'm slightly disappointed I didn't take the ordeals when I could have, especially that Ordeal of Thassa, because, well, I'm going to be able to get in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flyers. Granted, I go all the way up to 6, and I do have 3 6-drops. So, I mean, 18 lands could be a thing, but I have all of these 2-drops, and they're just going to be awesome. Plus, how many ways do I have to cycle? Just one. Just the Scourge Mark. But nonetheless, I think this deck is going to perform well enough. If I do have that late game to kind of follow up, and it's all flyers, so I'm not angry. Plus, Grey Merchant will just finish out some things here and there. Oh, man, this deck is going to be sweet. Triple Griptide, because yeah, I'll play Triple Griptide. My curve is funky, but I'll take it. Yeah, the way this goes, I'm just going to play 9 black, 8 blue. Let's sort by color. Look at that. Yeah, 9 black, 8 blue. I want to hit Freakus Cure on 2. I want to be able to hit this, but I also don't want to skew too much towards black. If I don't end up hitting Freakus Cure on 2, it's okay. I prefer to be able to. That's why slightly towards black, especially because I do have also these other double blacks. I could go 10-7, but I do want to more so guarantee Vaporkins turn 2, which could even be the case to go 9-8 blue black, just to guarantee Vaporkin. But nonetheless, I'm going to go 9-8 black blue. Here we go. Suggest 10-7. Yeah, I'm going to go 9-8. Because, like I said, still want to skew slightly towards Vaporkin. Trip Vaporkin is pretty hard to deal with. I had 4 Vaporkins once. That was almost impossible to deal with. Yeah, here we go. See you in round 1.